Yeah, there we go. So let's come to here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's meet our players. On the left side of your screen, you're looking at Kevin, hailing from Seattle.
Got any other Jangos today? Or?
And then just down the way, his opponent. They've come a long way to play each other. This is Derrick from Tacoma. Not too terribly far away.
Wes, you mind killing those lights?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Good call. Well, what are you doing? Let's get back to here.
It's Alex from KTOD.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
There we go.
Crazy game.
All right.
You're going to have to
And I'm in.
teach me again tomorrow how to do the up and down.
There we go. Okay. Not a problem. We'll take care of it.
Either that or I'm just really tired and couldn't
Oh,
figure
you know
it
what
out.
I haven't done? I have not done base setups. I didn't have all that information. All right, so we're looking at Gar and Pike Palace.
Oh, and shocking, Jango Tarkentown.
Jango Tarkentown, which I think it was already programmed in. I'm going to make sure.
Tomorrow you can just leave it up for the
Probably
finals.
can. I probably can just leave it up all day. Yep, Jango Tarkentown. Who could have predicted it? There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's our matchup. Shuffled, resourced, and on we go.
I mean, I don't
It's
know.
a Krennic.
Everybody who's watching right now, I don't know how much you've watched today. We've watched lots of Jango.
We have seen a lot
and
of
we've
Jango.
seen Jango lose only once.
No. Has it only been once?
I think it's only been once. And we've seen him pull back games that I just didn't expect him to win. So it's pretty dominant so far.
3 of this.
3 of us. Six to base.
Surprise strike, 6 to
6.
base.
Oh, he's got a pair
Yep.
of triple dark rays.
Correct. Both players here are 6 and 2.
Yeah.
So you are looking at a win and in match for both players here,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen. The Outer Rim Outlaws. I'm
ISB.
pretty sure that's who that is.
Okay. Ping.
And an ISB agent
Pin the shield here.
is going to ping the shield off of the Outlaws.
Up it.
So we are allowed to see deck lists, but as we have been telling folks
Yeah.
today, we are not doing that because it's information the players at the table don't have, and we don't want people to go back and watch the stream and glean information from the stream
Yeah,
that they
for
should not
tomorrow.
have before tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about deck lists or sideboard lists until that's public information tomorrow during the top cut. Only
Yeah.
then. Only
we will
then.
have deck lists for top 8.
100%.
Hopefully we'll be able to make decks for them real quick so
I'm
we
not the
can
shield
maybe
off,
talk
just
about them
to-
before we
I have a methodology to extract
Okay.
the information out of Melee and immediately port it into SWODB and get deck
Perfect.
images. It's going to be
Perfect.
beautiful. It's going to be gorgeous.
We'll try to do a little pregame for those final matches,
Mhm.
and so that we can get you some idea of what's there and what's in the sideboard. We'll talk about everything then.
Yep.
'cause
It's
It'll
gonna
be
be good
open.
stuff.
Now, you get your opponent's deck list, right?
Ugh, the timer's wrong.
In the
Again.
top 8?
Yes.
I wouldn't know. I've never made a final.
Okay. Timer's a few seconds off, guys. There we go. I've got it fixed up now. There's a TDR.
He's got another one in his hand, too. He pulled a pair. Oy. Pop that shield.
Knock the shield off, then 2 to base. Do you want to cut these or?
That's it.
Okay.
Two to base and pops Krennic's shield. Kevin's sitting on an Iden. He's going to go 2 to base here, I think.
Yeah.
Puts me at 8.
All I could make out in his hand was an Iden. How many players generally get to go to day 2? It's a good question. If memory serves, I believe it should be about 40 players out of this field. We started the day with 430 something, and I'm almost positive.
Already 12 on
Oh, it's a long
base
pike. Excuse me. I love
for
that.
Kevin.
That's a great card for Kevin because
Kevin's strategy.
Kevin can
to
now
take on-
continually put shields out.
Yeah. Kevin's strategy looks against Jango to be shield heavy.
Just like we saw with the Luke decks earlier.
Yeah.
But Gar has the advantage of if you ignore the shields, he beats you up over the head with them as damage.
Yeah.
Take initiative.
Yeah,
Kevin
why not?
retaining the initiative here.
1 to base.
think he's trying to think if he can damage something, he can target it off the board.
Yeah, he can.
He can get rid of Krennic or the Outer Rim Outlaw.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to decide which is the scarier.
And then I'll target on it.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
He's got to call it.
That's smart. That's a good play.
Yep.
And I'll pass.
Okay. 15 damage on already for Kevin here. That early TDR, a big, big play for Derrick. Chat was saying earlier you had to have 21 points to qualify for day 2. I won't pretend that I know that off the top of my head, but I have to trust them because most of the people in chat have watched way more sector qualifier coverage than I have.
I haven't watched any.
I watched a little bit of Milan and a little bit of Liverpool this morning.
I've seen 9 rounds
All
today.
right, so we're going 6 to base. We're giving a shield to Kylo. So we're smuggling in the DL-44. He's figuring out where to
give
put.
it to Pike?
He could give it to Pike, or he could give it to Krennic. Giving it to Krennic is not a bad play either, because now Pike already has an upgrade.
Yeah.
And I miscalculated. It's actually
6/6
7
now.
to base because of Gar Saxon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be 10 health left there for Derrick. Yep, there we are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every upgrade is just a little more punchy with Lom. Very,
Yeah.
very nice.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll take it back. I'm just going to knock the shield off.
Okay, Daring Raid to ditch the shield. Two more from Krennic.
Down to 8. Gar hasn't even hit the field yet.
Gar's flip turn is next turn. He
Yeah.
comes out on 6. We aren't quite there yet. We know he's okay. So
I think Kevin's
Derrick's
out of
sitting on 2 Raiders and a triple Dark Raid.
2 Raiders and a triple Dark Raid.
That's all he's
Well,
got
you can
right
play
now.
a Raider at the start of the turn, I guess.
Yeah, he can't play a Raider this turn. Unless
play
he
that
TDRs and finds another one, which could happen.
Or a Fett Fire Spray.
Fire Spray would be.
If
It
it's
feels
in
like
there.
that card has fallen out of
Yeah,
all
I
of these
feel
Jango
like, yeah,
decks. You
I
don't
haven't
see
seen
it.
I don't think we've seen it at all
Yeah.
today.
Covering the wing, baby.
Oh.
We have been. That was a money card in that Steve
Yeah.
matchup, that Luke matchup we saw earlier, and here Gar getting amazing value out of it for the same reason, for the same play.
If he can get, he's going to do it.
Resources right left.
No resources.
Gonna TDR.
We'll triple dark raid.
I mean, you might as well roll the dice and see what you get. He at a minimum he can ditch the shield and deal out some free damage.
Oh, yeah, good point. Well, depending on what he pulls.
He's got a war jug.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
I'm going to think about this for a second.
Yep. Derrick's got to run some math now to figure out how many pings he should and or shouldn't hand out.
Ooh, and he's kind of limited because he's got 2 units with shields. Right? You can pop
Only
all
one.
the shields.
Only one. Alam Pike is shielded.
Well, and so is
Right.
Kylo's Tyla Silencer, so he can't damage his own unit to beef the War Juggernaut.
That's a good point.
One there.
Yeah, he's going to do it everything that's not protected.
Yeah.
I'll get one here.
Yep. I'd put one on Jango.
He needs this thing to be as big as he can
Yeah.
in order to try and respond here quickly.
It's going back in your hands, so... And
Yeah, you might as well put it on the jug. Like,
I'd put it on everything. Anything I could.
No, we'll do it here.
I'll take
okay, so that's 3. Okay, Kevin
Okay.
retains initiative,
So
and that's a
we're gonna
6 damage hit.
take him out.
He's going to get rid of
Oh,
Long
he's going to
Pike.
get rid of Long Pike?
He needs to get rid of Long Pike, otherwise he's risking a surprise strike ending
yeah,
the game.
ending the game.
Yep. And for a card that's going to go back to his hand,
Oh, yeah.
that's a really good.
Yeah. That's a good
That's a,
clear...
it's a great clear.
Yeah, he cleared the entire board
Cleared the entire board.
with a War Juggernaut.
I mean, yay, Juggernaut!
Yay.
Yay!
It's hard to be enthusiastic about that card this late in the day.
Yeah, having seen it
I
just
think
time and
tomorrow
time
I'm
and
gonna
time and time
count-
again.
Tomorrow I'm going to keep it counter on how many War
Do you know-
Juggernauts and triple Dark Raids are played.
I could actually do that on stream.
Yeah, shield.
I could have a running counter for War Jugs.
I think and triple TDR.
TDR? We put a TDR?
TDR and War
Okay,
Juggernaut.
I will work on that in the morning when we come in. We're going to have an early start tomorrow, by the way. Whew.
I'll be here at 8. I'm not getting here earlier.
We're going on there at 8:30, so you better
I'll
be better be
here.
early.
I'll be here. I told
Okay.
you I'd meet you at breakfast at 7, so
That's
I'll
true.
be there at breakfast.
That's true.
Ooh, electromagnetic. What was that he
Ooh.
played?
He played
Static field? Or is that that
electromagnetic pulse.
Yeah, pulse.
EMP, you deal 2 damage to a vehicle or a space unit. A
Yeah.
droid or vehicle, excuse
Droid.
me. Okay, 3 in from Jango. Now, this is Gar's deploy turn. He needs to get good value out of this Gar and not get it exhausted. But you know Derrick is...
He's
we,
waiting.
We know he's got a
gotta be
Raider.
s-
We
yeah,
know he's got a
something.
Raider.
Okay.
Boba Fett. Oh,
The
the
shield.
shielded Boba Fett. So many
Yeah.
great units for this Gar Saxon deck in the new set. Boba
Ooh,
on the
Derrick.
ground.
I got to move Derrick's camera.
Why? Is it driving you nuts?
Yeah, drive me crazy.
Okay. Are you going left or right or up and down? Okay, left. Do it. There's the Raider. Pings the shield off and 2 to base. Both players getting pretty low here.
We have 2 cards in here.
Oh, he just pulled the zoom back. We'll get that cleaned up a little for tomorrow. Fair point about the blaster, but if he had it, I think he would have done it already. Especially now that Derrick's resources are exhausted. We'll standardize that a little better tomorrow.
Yeah. I just was too lazy
It's
to turn
fine.
the knobs.
We'll do
and
some
try to
tweaking in the
figure it
morning.
out,
We'll take care of it.
Shake everything. I figured zooming out was a quicker way.
Yes, both of these players are from Washington State. Kevin on the left from Seattle, Derrick on the right from Tacoma. They've come to the Mile High City to throw cards at each other in the hopes of earning more cardboard loot.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. And, hopefully, a trip to Vegas.
That's the ultimate, right?
I don't know. I mean, I almost feel like the bragging rights are better than the trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin retaining the initiative here. I feel like that's going to be critical. Notably, no Gar Saxon deploy.
He hasn't needed it yet.
Well, we're also in a position where, like, if you might even end up in a position, like Kevin might lose this game never having deployed his leader. I'm a little surprised. But
What if he's sitting on a surprise strike right
if he's
now?
sitting on a surprise strike, the game's over.
Yeah.
The blaster.
There
The
you
blaster
go.
does it. That's 7 to base.
Yeah.
8 to base. That's
8
it.
to base.
That's
That's
game.
it. Yeah.
That's game. So as chat was pointing out a minute ago, the hotshot blaster in the resource row, all he has to do is claim, and that was the game.
Yeah.
So there it was.
He claimed because he knew he had it.
All right. Let's get reset. All right. And we will come to here for a little bit of sideboard action, ladies and gentlemen. Stupid buttons. I'm not going to lie. I said it last round when we watched Jango lose a game to Han. It feels good to see Jango lose.
Yeah, you said that, and then he came back.
And then he
won
came
2
back
games.
to win. So
maybe
I probably
you should stop.
I probably
jinxing.
should have kept my mouth shut. But it does feel good to see Jango lose. It does feel really good to see Jango lose. While these guys do some sideboarding, let's talk about tomorrow briefly.
Yeah.
So we're getting out of the end of the stream here. We could be looking at what could be our last game in just a moment. Okay. So tomorrow we start an hour earlier than we did today. The games kick off tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, which means the stream will start probably about 15 to 20 minutes before that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So if you're thinking about joining us tomorrow morning for the remaining Swiss and top 8 cut, we would ask that you set your alarms just a hair earlier.
Yeah.
Grab you a cup of coffee and come hang out with us.
Yeah.
After that, Ian, you and I will be covering 2 rounds of Swiss, a round of top 8,
Around a top 4.
and one of the semifinal matches.
Yeah.
After that, the finals coverage is being handled by our friends over at Late Night Gaming, who are covering the other stream table here in the room.
Yeah.
So we will be either raiding it. Well, I can't raid because they don't have Twitch. So otherwise,
Yeah.
we'll just be telling everybody, hey, go watch the
Funnel.
finals over here.
Yeah.
And at that point, you and I have some things to do. I need to figure out.
I thought we'd be tearing down.
Well, yeah, that's
You
probably.
leave, like but 30
We
in the
we
morning.
leave we leave at dark 30 on Monday morning unless I want to change that flight, and I might. I'll look at it tonight.
I think that's a question you should ask the wife.
I'm gonna have that conversation
and
with my wife.
If she says pull it back.
The other conversation we need to have is with the SCG staff here.
Okay.
In the sense of if, and this is a big if, but if you and I wanted to go maybe play a quick pod event or two, right, just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
We probably have time to do that.
Yeah.
And then come tear down. How late could we be in here tomorrow?
Ooh, that's a great question.
We don't know that.
That's
we don't know the answer to that question. So we're going to get some more information.
Yeah.
But we know for a minimum, guys, we have 2 rounds of Swiss and 2 rounds of playoffs tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then after that, we will be off the air. Okay. Will you tell us tonight which leaders are going to tomorrow? We will probably have that information if we
can
wait.
Give you a rough. Yeah, we could tell you who's going to tomorrow.
Well, we will likely be able to give you a complete listing if I come over to Melee and have a peek here. Let's look around. Let's poke around for a minute. 68 matches unreported here.
So we're down to 68 matches is what's left?
68 matches
so
still being played.
Out
of this round, there were 78 matches paired. So that's still almost over 150 people still playing here in round 9. Okay.
Yeah.
And we started the day with 430-ish. So at this point, 2/3 of the field has dropped and moved on to side events, which is not surprising given that the side event, the prize wall, the way the tickets work, you want to continue to earn and maximize your earnings of all that, and generally that's a good way to do it. I'm looking down this list here to see if I can figure out where the break point is for 5 and 3. So that's 6 and 2. Still 6 and 2. Still 6 and 2.
When the game's over, when this round's over, we'll hop back on for a few minutes if this game ends quickly.
I think that is the right call.
And then we'll take a look at the field, and we'll see where we're at for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be able to see standings, I think, by that point.
And we can do like a count how many Jango decks are left, stuff like that. So we're going to have to wait until this round's really over to have that kind of knowledge.
Now, chat pointing out someone is top 64 with a Vader 1 blue. We know who that is.
We know he's a local. He
that
plays
is a
locally with us.
That is a local Houston player.
Andrew is a very nice gentleman, but does not like to play on
stream. He does
stream
not like
unless
forced.
He must.
And if he makes top 8, he will be forced into it.
Yeah, and if you go back and look at a lot of Wes's old streams that he has for Star Wars Unlimited, you'll find Andrew
is the last showdown, the last showcase that we did,
the last
store showdown we did.
You'll find him in a lot of the finals.
Yes.
Where he is forced to play a stream.
And he doesn't enjoy playing on camera.
No.
We tried to get that deck on camera earlier.
Well, and his games are really long too. He plays hard control.
He plays hard control very frequently.
Yeah. And he plays very methodical.
We tried to have him on camera, I think, back in round 4.
No.
And
he's like, no.
He politely showed us the finger and said, go away. And I went, okay.
We were excited because it's our Andrew. We feel very connected to Andrew. So.
Yep. So we know now.
He's going to get that Vader showcase.
Yes, he will be the first.
That's in the bag for him.
Yep. He's I think one of the only people in the field playing Vader today.
If he doesn't make the top 8 and they hand out that Vader showcase, we'll get him on stream to show that sucker off.
I would very, very much like to have him on camera tomorrow, even if I just get one of his last Swiss games. But
he's still going to say no.
He's still going to say no. That's my point. If he makes the top cut, that is my match.
Oh, we're taking him.
That is my match, and he's going to have to suffer because at that point
it.
he doesn't get a choice.
Yeah, he doesn't get a choice. He can't say no.
Yeah, he can't say no at that point.
And we'll take him.
Okay. All right, guys, game 2 about to get underway here. Let's put the match timer back up. All right, here we go. We've got Derrick on the button. Kevin's going to kick things off here. Of course, Derrick doesn't want to go first. Ooh, Kevin now thinking about it. No, the showcases are not on site. They haven't been printed yet, but it'll get mailed out at some point.
Oh, okay.
And he'll be the first. No.
Okay.
He'll be the first one to officially earn one.
I thought they were here in the building.
They are not here.
And I thought maybe if Andrew won one, we could look at it in person.
Yep.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome, but no.
That's cool. We'll get a good look at it when he comes to play at the locals.
Yep. Another ISB. Wow, double ISB turn here. Yeah, it just deals 1 damage. He's not dead. There you go. A double ISB agent turn here. Derrick very quickly just vomiting his hand out and clearing and using the Tarkin Town already.
Why not? This is exactly what you want to do with Jango. Take that early lead and just
with 2 little Plinker Chink units, I
love ISB agent. I think you can call that a little Clinker. It's a 1/3.
You get good work out of it in this deck.
You can ping.
Yeah. And it's a live unit for a surprise strike.
Well, And it does really great with the indirect damage now, because it can suck up some of your indirect damage because it's got that 3 health.
Yeah, but Gar's not going to have any indirect damage.
No. But I'm just saying in general.
In a different matchup, yes, I
Yeah.
agree with you. In
I'm
this
just saying
matchup,
in general, it's a
not
great
so critical.
card.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
The Gorilla Soldier. Now that has indirect damage. He has to put some of that on the base. He can't be stopped.
And readies it.
So that's going to ready it up.
I don't know. I might have. Yeah.
Covering the wing.
Ooh. Greedo with the shield. That is some
Greedo
nasty
with
stuff
his
right
thing.
there.
On the list of things I
Ping it.
didn't
Yeah,
expect to see
ping it.
today,
Yeah.
I'll put that on the list.
To the base. And then I'll kill Greedo.
Okay, now does Greedo fire off his ability? He
Yeah, he's
does
gonna do it.
indeed. He doesn't get it.
Doesn't get it.
Ooh, that shuttle would have been a good card. There's so many good cards in this set for Gar.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm not going to lie. I really want to see
Yeah.
Kevin take this down to give us some more variety tomorrow.
Surprise? Is that?
I don't know what he played.
Hang on a minute. I think that's Snapshot Reflexes.
Snapshot Reflexes.
A great card for
Yeah.
for Gar. That becomes a four hit to the base for the X-wing.
Yeah. I mean, Derrick's got a lot of good stuff in his hand.
It should be a 7, right? I took 3 from this.
He took 5 from him total because
Right.
he readied and hit you again. So
Yeah.
now you'll be at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah. He's going. There we go. Yeah. This is the end. We're towards the end of a very long day, ladies and gentlemen. So don't be surprised if you see the occasional hiccup.
Yeah, for sure.
TDR. Right on schedule.
Right when you're supposed to play it.
Right when you're supposed to play it. The 4 resource turn, looking for the optimal 6 resource drop.
Yeah, we definitely need a TDR counter tomorrow.
Yep.
And War Juggernaut.
Yep.
Those seem
Well,
to be
I mean,
the
they're going to be almost the same number most
yeah,
of the time, I
almost
think.
every time.
Definitely ping the shield. You'll definitely ping the X-wing. And I think that's all we'll ping.
TDR drink. If we were taking shots every time somebody played a TDR,
I'd be dead.
we'd have been hammered.
I'd be dead.
We'd have been hammered 6 hours ago.
I would be dead.
We'd have been hammered 6 hours ago. There is that electromagnetic pulse. Solid little card. Taps
Ooh,
it down.
nice. Taps it down.
Keeps it from attacking this
Yeah,
round. It's going
he's
back to his hand anyway, but he's
Yeah.
not going to get anything out of it.
He gets nothing out of it. That's a great play.
Takes initiative.
A lot of really smart, thought-out counters in Kevin's deck, specifically for Jango.
And it's
it
not
seems.
and it's not just Kevin. How many decks today have we seen?
A lot.
The Yoda green, the Luke green,
Green.
that are specifically playing anti-Jango cards. And some of them still aren't getting past Jango.
I hope one of them wins the whole thing.
I would love that, but
to thin out
I mean,
the Jango
it would be
field a
lovely,
little
but
bit.
man. Both these players are 6 and 2. They are playing for their ticket into day
This is
2.
it. They're playing for their lives.
One
right
of them
now.
will go to day 2, and one of them will go home sad.
We'll go prime.
Cleaning Krennic up.
4 to base.
4 to base with the X-Wing.
Does Krennic have a when defeated ability?
No.
No?
All the other when defeated cards you have are cheaper. That's Krennic's ability.
Okay.
He is still holding that sneak attack. You can see it in his hand.
Yeah.
2 resources left.
2.
2 resources left, so I'm betting. Oh, it's a no good to me dead. Nope, we are going to sneak attack in the jug.
Yep.
And there it is.
Ping that to kill it. No, it has.
No, it doesn't kill it. It's got 3 HP.
Ping it. We'll ping here as
Ping
well.
ping. Because War Juggernaut.
It'd be fun to see how high the counter gets.
It's going to be bad.
3, 4, 5, 6.
I bet if we can get it high enough on Wednesday, like somebody will pop a picture of it into the FFF.
Look at you. You're
FFG
just
stream.
trying to troll for points on FFG stream. Oh my goodness.
Their live streams are great, though.
Their live streams are a lot of fun.
Yeah, they really give you a lot of cool stuff and really explain why they do things.
I don't always necessarily concur with their logic, but I appreciate the fact them taking the time to explain
Yeah,
it.
they take
At
their
least you
time.
understand the thought process,
Yeah.
right?
Puts me at 12.
Yep, 4 more. That X-Wing is doing just
Doing
big
hard
work up there, baby.
I'll go 3 to base.
I wonder if we'll see Gar this
We didn't even
time.
see Gar in game 1.
didn't need him.
I think you're going to see him in this
I'd
game.
pop him here.
Well, you also see that Derrick's on No Good to Me Dead, right? Waiting on Gar to deploy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lock him out for 2 full rounds. There he is, and
yeah,
Derrick's
he's not gonna
immediate. No,
hesitate.
he's not even going to blink and
Yeah.
just lock him down.
Oh,
I love this new Boba
love
Fett.
the new Boba, though.
Yep, this is a great play. Gar has so many great threats now, especially with the space units, the pilots, the shielded units. Imagine in this deck, don't forget, you got both Iden Versio and new Boba.
And new
both,
Boba. Yeah.
Both as either pilots or shielded ground units. Gar loves that kind of flexibility.
Yeah, the pilot cards with the diversity they have really can.
The pilots also work with Gar because they are upgrades.
Yeah.
What an amazing, like the synergy of the new cards with Gar. I got to build this deck. I just love it. I love
digging
the
it, huh?
idea of it.
I don't know. I'm worried that you cursed him by saying, you love seeing Jango lose.
You're probably right, especially this late in the day.
Yeah. Okay, here comes something cool.
Oh my goodness,
Oh.
it's a big fat Cad Bane.
He's going to capture them both.
He's going to capture both the X-Wing and the Boba Fett. I thought I saw a glimpse of that card in his hand earlier, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, back to hand. Yeah.
Yeah, the X-Wing doesn't get captured. It's a token unit. It's just destroyed.
Yeah.
You can't capture token units.
Those 2 cards are discarded.
Yeah, upgrade goes away. X-Wing goes away. Yeah. But, man, he got 12 damage out of that X-Wing.
Yeah.
All the base damage on Derrick's base is
the
from that X-Wing.
Yeah.
Sorry, if you capture your card, the attachments go to the discard pile.
Gar Saxon brings it back, though.
Oh, you got Gar Saxon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, with Gar Saxon up, he does actually get to keep.
Upgrades.
He gets to keep the snapshot, which is really cool.
Sure.
Oh, he wants to be reminded of what he's got, just in
what's
case.
captured.
Yep. Going to see Iden Versio hit the table here.
2 resources left.
2.
Kevin did not resource this turn, I don't believe. No, he didn't. He's selling 6 resources. Interesting. Gar is a very strong mid-range deck, right?
Yeah.
When you see it in the field, it tends to play very well into certain matchups. And I mean, it's a really, really solid pile. And it's been kind of
Okay.
subtly growing in popularity for a little while.
Yeah.
Ever since it won a PQ back in set 3, I think it's been surprising to a lot of folks.
Hey, I'm going to pause y'all for just a second. We had a question about something that happened earlier.
So I'm trying to. That's why the same thing.
They're checking on the snapshot reflex, I believe. Chat's talking about the same thing because what would happen is the capture. So the way Gar's worded is when a unit is defeated. Let's pull him up real fast, right?
Defeats the upgrade because the unit was captured. Not
Wrong one. The unit was captured, not defeated. Let's pull. I got to look at the wording, and I pushed the wrong button. Give me a moment.
Go to the discard pile when he captured your unit.
Okay. It doesn't like the defeating isn't like a replacement.
Stupid card. Get out of my way. Yep, that's my own fault for. It's late in the day, I can tell.
He's just capturing the rules on the Jango will specify.
There we go.
That is when defeated.
You may return an upgrade. Each friendly upgraded unit, when defeated, you may return an upgrade that was attached
Yeah,
to
but
this
you
unit to
can't
its owner's hand.
capture a token, so it's defeated.
Well, what happens is he captures it, and then the game mechanics say when a token is captured, it's defeated? Now, that's actually an interesting question. It depends on how the wording around token units is set in the rules. We'll cut it.
I don't think he needs it, so I would discard it and just keep playing on.
I mean, which looks like what they've done. It's now in his discard pile.
Yeah, just
so that's
discard
fine.
it and move
The
on.
judges, I think they've just like, nope, go ahead and get rid of it, and that's fine.
Cease to exist, essentially. It doesn't. They never go to the graveyard. They never. None of that.
Yes, and so the actual way that's worded in the rules don't say the token unit is defeated. They say
pulled
you
that up so
set it
fast?
aside. I don't know, probably a guy who's got the judge.
Love it.
I mean, we've got the comprehensive rules right here, but I don't have time to look this
Yeah, I
stuff
don't-
up. Right?
I'm not reading
busy
that.
calling a game.
I'm not reading that.
I'm not. I've
Then I
actually
can't-
read through it, but
then I can't try to cheat with my cards with my bad plays.
Jackass.
I mean, come on. The other night I tried to force choke your.
You tried to
space
force choke a
unit,
space unit.
and
yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't work?
And I went, I need you to read your cards, sir. Could you please read your card for me? Thank
that
you.
card's been out since set 1.
Card's been out for a set.
There it is.
Beautiful Prestige Devastator.
There it is. It's indirect damage, so it cuts through the shield.
Correct. It will.
So he
the
keeps
shield.
the shield.
The shield will still be there. Now he gets to assign this indirect. I didn't hear what he did. He's just scooping.
Yeah.
Looks like Kevin's just going to scoop. Okay. We're going to game 3.
Wow, with 17 health left, scooping?
I mean,
I guess if you have no counter for the Devastator, you're dead so fast.
I'm not the one making the plays, my friend.
Yeah.
I can only
No,
call
no,
the
I
game in
agree.
front of me.
I agree. Maybe he's looking at time, too.
There is only 18 minutes left.
Yeah.
So, now granted, they're going to get a little bit of time back for the judge ruling and
Yeah.
a little bit of time back because they were on stream.
Yeah.
So it's probably more like, call it 23 minutes, right? More likely.
Sure. Well,
but
yeah.
this way they don't have to be in such a crazy amount of rush.
Yeah.
23. Yeah, it should be all right.
I think that should be.
Yeah, we'll make it.
They both look pretty exhausted.
It's
At
been a
the end
long
of this day.
I know exactly how they
Yeah.
feel. It's been a long day.
Good game so far.
Yeah.
Top things. It's not what you always see. Gar Saxon.
That is why the interactions get so.
How long ago did you get your
confusing.
second
It's
loss?
When was the last time I saw Gar Saxon? Exactly. Yeah. Like,
When was the last time you saw Gar Saxon? Probably never. Probably never is my guess.
I was 2-2, so I've been kind of just climbing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, interesting.
He
Derrick
was
says
2 and 2,
started
and he's
2 and
on
2,
he's on a
and
four
he's been climbing his
four
way
rate,
back
4
in.
straight. Look at that.
I mean, if that doesn't show you the power of Jango, nothing does.
Well, it also shows. I mean, not to take credit. Give some credit to the player, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For sure. Like, I'm not being a jackass. I'm just
No,
saying,
no,
like,
100%.
even though you're playing a very good deck, you can still play a very good deck, like, wrong,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Or badly,
yeah,
let's
for
say.
sure.
With an upgrade on it, with Gar
Yeah.
Saxon out. That doesn't happen very often.
No.
I gotta stretch.
I thought
Wes.
for
I
sure
gotta
it was
stretch.
back.
Go for it.
Even with this padded seat that we have, thank
Yeah.
God, I'm still dragging.
I always forget Gar Saxon's ability when I play him in person. So.
Yeah.
I even forget Gar Saxon exists until I see it. Like
He doesn't usually stay out on the board too long
Yeah,
either.
until I face it and he wrecks me every single time.
Yeah.
Well, I have good news, Ian. This is the last game of the day.
I know.
Now, I say good news. I've had a blast.
Oh, I've had a
but
great time.
It's been a very long day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to a proper meal and
More than 7 hours of
more,
sleep.
More than
would be
7 hours.
really
Oh, you're
nice.
going to crash early, are you?
Oh, I'm gonna get food.
And
check
then,
into my room.
and then just call it.
get my stuff from you. And
Okay.
that is it. For
Hang
me.
it up. I don't blame you. We got enough leftovers. I'm probably just going to go back and have leftovers.
I ate my burger at like 12:30.
Did you really?
My stomach was growling.
Well, I mean, we had quote unquote lunch at like 3 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah, and then we didn't eat.
3:30, and we just didn't have
So-
dinner because it was so late.
What else I had to put
I
down?
was like, I got to eat something to fall asleep, and I never really fell asleep.
They are advising folks to come spend your prize wall tickets quickly, so they can get out of here.
Wait, you can't save them for tomorrow? Like,
Well, you
save up?
can if you want to spend them today, is what they're saying.
Oh,
come
you
come
spend 'em
soon. I believe we're supposed to be out of this room at 9 p.m. I believe is the way the original schedule was written. Let me have a quick peek. The schedule's over on the old SWU qualifiers page. Yeah, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So yeah, so there will still be some stuff going on tomorrow. Obviously,
We should have time for games.
We probably will
Right?
if we're we're going to talk through that later.
Yeah. I mean, I can't play any constructed deck because Jeff has my Devastators, and I am not playing that Fiat deck without those
Well,
Devastators.
he's also out of the main event. So
Oh,
at
that's
this
true, so I
point,
could grab
you
him
go
back.
get your cards back and tell him
Yeah.
to figure his own problem out.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
At least
But I
that's
think
that's what I would
play
do.
some constructed tomorrow to try to get some prize wall tickets. But I think that's going to depend on where Cody's at today. Because I think he's on the bubble too.
Cody was 6-2 going into this round.
Yeah.
You draw?
Curious to see if he can make the cut.
If he makes the cut, yeah.
That fast? I saw you over there like 20 minutes ago. What'd you play?
Oh, Jango.
Oh, it's still in here.
Hey, I know those guys.
Yeah. I do not remember her name because I had
I could have sworn it
a
was
te- a
wasn't it
double
Emma
tequila.
or M?
Emma.
Emma?
M?
I think that's right.
I can't remember.
That sounds correct. Met some awesome folks from Dallas last night at the KTOD meetup.
Yeah.
They were in the background there on the camera.
Really cool
All right,
meetup.
starting with Krennic.
Really cool meetup. It was cool that they put that together.
Rubber game of the match coming in here, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2 shieldeds for everybody. Moving on.
Hoping the shield.
Outer Rim Outlaws out of the new set. It's sad when I saw that card the first time. I thought, man, that's got to be a really great card for Gar Saxon. A 3/3 shielded in blue. I was like, yeah.
I probably just skimmed right past it.
What happened to Krennic? How did he die?
He killed him with the
It was a-
crafty smuggler. and popped
How's the
shield.
Oh, the smuggler still had his shield.
Yeah, he still had
Thank
his
you.
shield.
I'm looking at the smuggler going, why isn't he dead? He still had a shield, dummy. Whew, yeah.
Not sure why we readied the smuggler.
Well, he's done,
Oh, okay.
right? He's resourced. He forgot to ready his P38, but he'll get there.
Oh, okay.
Kevin is still deciding on
I
his
thought we were
resource.
still in the
No, see, Derrick has 4 resources.
The phase.
He's basically declared, I have resourced, I'm ready to go.
yeah.
Strictly speaking, that he shouldn't even resource until Kevin has made that decision for himself, right? But most players do that simultaneously.
Yeah, you're getting yourself ready.
And I don't think most judges, I don't think, would really hit people
No.
for that. As long as you're resourcing before you ready things,
Yeah.
that's not okay.
We'll do damage here.
Ooh,
All right, that must be new Boba.
New
Let's have a quick
Boba.
peek.
Yep.
Yep, that's who it is.
as a pilot.
Boba pilot upgrade coming in high for Derrick. Going to pump up that P38. No good to me
Oh, nice.
dead. A little bit of back there.
Nice play.
Getting some of his own back.
Do it back to him. No, I'm just kidding.
Cypress, Texas. Somebody from home. Look at that. Welcome into the stream.
Yeah, welcome, bud.
Shoot that guy.
He's going to try and clear him out here with the Tarkin Town, I'm betting.
Yeah. Now's a good time. You got your Jango coming out next turn.
Covering the wing.
Oh, there we go.
Money card in this match so far. He's gotten so much good work out of it.
Can't clear him out now.
Nobody can exhaust him. He can keep him down,
Yeah.
which is exactly what he's going to do. So both players going to have a very quick turn next turn with all these exhausted units.
Yeah. We'll have a readied X-Wing.
We will have a ready X-Wing going into the next phase. That'll be it.
I know, pop an Iden on it. It's not a terrible,
It's actually not a terrible play.
not a terrible play. Because it's an upgrade, gets
Yep.
you that extra damage from Gar.
For
oh,
sure.
No. The camera focus is doing its
You
weird
called
thing.
it.
Oh!
Look at you. Look at you, the man with the crystal
I'm
ball
getting
over
this.
here.
I mean, I've been watching this now. I'm getting it.
A shielded 5/5 X-Wing for Gar Saxon here, ladies and gentlemen. 6/5 X-Wing.
6-5 because he gets the extra one from Gar.
Yep. 6/5 X-Wing for Gar Saxon.
And even if he loses the shield, he still gets 6 because she's an upgrade.
Correct.
Oh,
Triple
here
dark
we go.
grade.
Yeah,
This
we're
is-
totally doing a counter tomorrow. It's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
so
it's
fun.
going to be rough.
It's gonna be so fun. No, it's gonna be
I got to
really
figure
fun.
that out. Let's have a look. Hey, who could have predicted it?
I will not both the shields off.
All right. Gets rid of the shields and pings himself with the Juggernaut.
Mr. Bobby Sapphire just walked by.
Yeah, he left some stuff over here for us to guard today, but that's all right.
Guard. We got it.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, bud. We got to get him to the 1-pack challenge. I see him spike some cards.
We need to buy him a card to film him doing it.
We got it right here. Look.
For him, just you
right
got a pack.
This can get a pack.
Oh yeah,
we got this.
That's right. We can get a pack.
We can get a pack.
If he pulls a showcase, I'm keeping it. Tarkin down. Yeah, as expected.
Yeah.
Clear out the outlaws out of the ground arena. 2 for a crafty smuggler.
It's great because, yeah, I mean.
I'm a little off on Derrick's base.
Oof.
Derrick started on
Kevin is in
25.
a really
Somehow I
good
missed
spot
that.
right now, but will it last?
No. There. I finally have it correct. Jeez.
Daring raid it. Okay.
Yep. Really wants. He's one of the things that I love about this matchup. Jango has to work so hard to get rid of all these shields.
Yeah, oh, interesting.
He just stepped on the smuggler, or is he going to base?
Yeah, he's taking that back. He's going to go to base.
I mean, it's only a 5-point hit.
You're already so far behind, Derrick. Just go to base. There you go.
Okay, kill the crafty with Jango, and then put 5 into base.
Damage,
yeah.
Because you got another damaged unit.
6 to base. There it is. Yeah, he's so far behind. He's running math to figure it out.
I mean, come on. He's playing Jango, and we're in. What are we in?
This is going to be the 6 resource turn coming up. So
turn,
this is.
And he's done 6 damage.
Just now. He just did 6. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
If you're Kevin, you're feeling okay right now, but again, he can bring out the War Juggernaut to exhaust everything. He can hold on to it until it helps him. He's got triple Dark Raid in there. I'm pretty sure I see him shuffling a Ruthless Raider.
I think one of the things that we haven't talked about enough in this match, Kevin staying on the initiative is really helping him here.
He's getting that one unit
He's pushing
attack.
damage constantly with his first attack. There's nothing for Jango to exhaust because everything's already tapped by the time Jango does things, right? And now, Kevin is in a position. Derrick has 6 HP remaining, so Kevin Kevin firmly in the driver's seat here.
Well, you got to bring out Gar now.
Yeah, he can. That's certainly an option.
I think you go for it.
Let's see what he does.
No
he's going to exhaust the giant space unit again. Brutal.
Oh,
absolutely brutal. He put that boba in space. And the whole turn's been that thing's going to be locked down for 4 rounds
straight.
straight.
is one of my favorite cunning
That card is so silly.
I've been playing it since set 1, and it always plays well. Always.
2 to base, 2 to that.
Yep, 2 and 2.
See, Derrick's out of resources now, so I would flip Gar now.
Now, yes, I would feel comfortable.
He can't attack with anything.
Why would you not do that? He just claims and wins.
He claims and
wins. That's it.
There we go.
Claims and wins. The X-Wing does it. Wow. Gar Saxon here on stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Taking at least 1 Jango Fett out of the field
moving to 7 and 2. We will absolutely see him in the cut tomorrow. Congratulations to both players.
5 minutes until the end of this round.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll have a quick look at final standings.
Yeah. Should we take a quick bathroom break or just hold it?
Go ahead and take it. Let's step away for a minute. Let's let the round finish up. When everything's finished reporting in, we'll come back and we'll have a look at standings, okay? So guys, give us a few minutes. One last time, here is your final round winner of the day there. Gar Saxon Yellow moving on to day 2, taking out a beautiful, beautiful Jango Fett there. And somebody else who's probably likely going to win themselves a showcase tomorrow. So very, very, very cool.